Meta, for instance. Let's just take Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Zuckerberg and the Winklevoss twins. They were a bunch of geeks who went to Harvard and created a thing to rate girls. Because they couldn't get girls. That's all Facebook was. We had a thing called the freshman Facebook at Harvard, and it was a paper Facebook. They would go through, and the freshman boys would go through and mark and give women ratings.
Right.
These were boys who had probably never touched a human woman.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
They would never,
Right.
and probably never would. Okay.
Right. Human
They had maybe a blow-up doll is the closest they would ever get to a woman.
In fact.
To a woman's vagina.
Fact.
And so they were here, and they were using the Facebook to be like, let's rate these girls. They were like Beavis and Butthead.
No.
And then three of the Beavis and Butthead, Butthead and Buttheader, they created Facebook, and they just digitized the freshman Facebook. And all they did it for initially was to rate women, to basically be like on the hotness scale. First of all, on the hotness scale, they were like a -10.
Yeah.
Right.
And so that's the kind of men who now run the country. People who are mad at women, who hate women, who feel like women need to shut the hell up, make them a sandwich, marry them, and shut up. They hate men like you all. They don't like alpha men. They think men who get women, who women like, who are popular, they hate them. And so now they've created a matrix, a world in which they are supreme, in which they can use other humans like toys. And they probably dreamed of doing in high school. They probably dreamed, I'm gonna use everyone like a toy.
But the world has the characteristic of a nerd now. Like even going out is a little everything's kind of, it's like it's their personality.
It's their personality.
Everything's controlled, socially inept.
Yep.
You know, even like socializing is a little
It's off.
cold. It's the way they wanted it because it was their life.
Right.
That's right.
Now the world is them. Because I think they need to show a picture of the earth with glasses and buck teeth.
Pretty much. Because they are now like, and you can't say no to me now. Because I can see you through your glasses. You hear about this new thing that Facebook Meta glasses, people can surveil you through them. They can watch women on the toilet now. They can watch you in the shower. They're living their dream.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're looking through the phones. And so they're living their dream of being able to control other people and surveil them.
You know what's crazy? Because I have the Meta glasses, and I've struggled using it because I'm like, what am I? It's weird. Like the only time I found use for the Meta glasses is like when I'm at my kids' games or something like that. Because it's hard to I just want to watch with my eyes and just not having to be messing with the phone. But in other uses, it feels intrusive. You're walking around with it, like trying to find a moment to use it, and you're just saying
it's surveilling you.
Yeah,
And it works really well too, those guys.
I mean, for me, the only purpose that I use it for is so I can be present when I'm watching my kids' game, and I can just record like the little bits. Oh, okay, I watched that and I saw it, when they're playing. But outside of that, it just feels weird. So I don't use it as outside of filming my kids' game. But to hear that, I'm like, it wouldn't surprise me. But the other part that is really like frustrating to me is that the media, especially in social media, is like very controlling of the way we think, way we behave. And I keep talking about it, but this damn algorithm is scary, and how it can put you can have 10 people in a house and everyone's living in different realities and silos, and you're living in the same house, you're experiencing the same thing, but you're seeing and experiencing the outside world differently. And literally, like, the algorithm can change this conversation and make it something totally different.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm like the one peeking out. I'm like, this is scary.
It is scary. And the Ellisons getting control of TikTok. Because remember, the reason that a bunch of Democrats, idiots, even voted for this law that made TikTok illegal is because they said you can't have the Chinese government controlling the algorithm. Not the program, but the algorithm. And now who controls the algorithm? The Ellisons. Yeah. And they have a very specific ideology.
Okay,
so do I want their ideology controlling the algorithm? No.
154. We all connected, baby. You already know. I'm talking 154. We bringing Africa around the whole globe. Ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like, ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like, ain't no place like, ain't no place like home.